Clete Boyer will be leading off for the Yankees today. Frank Rossetti goes to the coaching box at third, and Wally Moses down at first. Conley is 6 feet 8 inches tall, the tallest ball player in the major league, 227 pounds. And he's played basketball for the Boston Celtics since the 1958-59 season. He's the only man to play 2 major professional sports in the same city. And as you know, basketball is a grueling game. But it didn't take Conley long to get in shape for baseball. About 10 days. Went out and pitched the game and won it. Conley's been in the big league since 1954. Actually was up with the old Boston Braves in 52, but only for 4 ball games. Clete Boyer steps into the batter's box. Boyer batting .243. 4 doubles, 1 triple, 2 homers, and 12 RBIs. Big Gene Conley checks the sign from Pagliarone. Pitch to Boyer is a swing and a miss, strike one. A high fastball. Pagliarone is 6 feet 3 inches tall, so this must be the tallest batter in both leagues. For 1 strike, curveball is low outside, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. It's over the inside corner, strike 2 call. Outfield straight away on Boyer. Pitch is a line drive base hit to left field. In the hole between third and short. Cal Hardy up with it. Boyer opens the ball game with a line shot to left. Brings up Tony Kubek. Tony's batting .299. Dipped under the 300 mark last night. He has 9 doubles, 1 triple, 3 homers, and 12 RBIs. Dick Wirtz holding the bag against Boyer. Now Zone is in at third. Here's the stretch. The pitch to Kubek is bunted foul down the third base line. So Malzone must have had a hunch. He was playing in on Kubek. Still, Tony tried to drop one down. Bonus foul. Starting to cloud up a little bit, though there's no threat of rain today. Boyer with a short leadoff pitch. The stretch. The pitch is fouled out of play and back at third base. Strike 2. Roger Maris on deck. Nothing in 2 on Kubek. The stretch and the pitch is outside. Ball 1. For some of you fans driving around or near the stadium, the Yankee Stadium advance ticket window is open today until 5 o'clock for your ticket shopping convenience. The one at Grand Central Terminal is not open today, though. All right, Conley sets. Pitch is a swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the fastball by Kubek. Conley's first strikeout, and here's Roger Maris. Roger batting .231. 2 doubles, 9 homers, and 23 RBIs. Very enthusiastic fans up here in Fenway Park. And adds something to the ball game. Puts up the ball players and everybody around. Boyer leads off first. Pitch to Maris is hit deep foot foul to right field, way back there. And up on top of the roof and right on out of the ballpark. Maris really got a hold of an inside fastball. Drilled it deep over the roof, but foul. A long strikes. Outfield shifting around towards right on Maris and deep. Here's the stretch by Conley. His pitch is a line drive, base hit, past the second base in the right center. Boyer around second, digging for third, and Maris holds it first with a single. Second hit off Conley. And all the noise because Mickey Mantle's coming up there. Mickey batting .306. 5 doubles, 1 triple, 11 homers, and 27 RBI. Nick accounted for the lone Yankee run last night with his long home run into the Yankee bullpen in right field. Infield in double play depth with 1 out, runners at first and third. The top of the first inning, no score in this ball game. On deck, Yogi Berra. Stretch by Conley. Pitch to Mantle. Inside, ball 1. Maris at first. Boyer at third. Conley sets. Pitch is outside, ball 2. 2-0. Mantle takes a strike on the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. Conley's throwing hard here in the top of the first inning. Ready for the 2-1 delivery. He checks his swing and it's just a little bit high, ball 3. 3-1. Balls, 1 strike on Mickey. Pitch is swung at him. Missed strike 2, and Mickey let go of the bat with 1 hand and swings that right arm up in the air. He has his wrist heavily taped and is also having a little trouble with his right shoulder, not counting the legs. Full count on Mantle with 1 away. Let's see if Maris will be going. Boyer is at third, Maris at first. Here's the stretch. There goes Maris. It's strike 3. He dropped the ball. No, wait, he foul tipped it. He must have just gotten a little piece of that ball, and Pagliarone dropped it. Thatcher picks up some dirt and throws it down. Maris was going with the pitch. And I wondered why Pagliarone didn't pounce on the ball and throw to second, but Mantle just nicked it. So he's got a life. Still 3-2 on Mickey. Here's the stretch. There goes Maris. There's a drive to deep right field, way back there. The ball is in the bullpen for home run for Mantle. And there's the difference. They say baseball is a game of inches. As Pagliarone held on to that foul tip, Mantle would have been out of there. He's got a life and hits a 3-run homer into the Yankee bullpen. With his 12th home run of the year, and he now has 30 runs batted in. The Yankees lead 3-0, and here's Yogi Berra batting .309. 4 doubles, 5 homers, and 18 runs batted in. Pitch to Yogi is foul tip, back strike 1. About Mickey, he looked there swinging at 2 pitches and missing, even the foul tip, and then he hit one 9 miles. Yogi hits one to right center field. Going back is Jensen in the center field. In the center field, Geiger makes a one-handed catch against the Red Sox bullpen wall. It didn't look like that ball was going to travel that far, but Geiger at the last second leaped toward it one-handed and then just brushed lightly against the wall in front of the Red Sox bullpen. So it's 2 outs. And Here's Bill Skowron. The Moose batting .282, 7 doubles, 1 triple, 6 homers, and 25 runs batted in. 3-0 the Yankees lead, top of the first. Conley's pitch is outside, ball 1. Fastball is low, ball 2. Nothing pitch is high, ball 3, 3-0. Strike call, 3-1 the count on Skowron. On deck is Johnny Blanchard. There's the windup by Conley. Pitches a swing and a line drive. Base hit to left center field. And Skowron's on with a solid single as the Yankees have gotten to Conley here in the first inning. Hit number 4 off Conley. And it'll bring up Johnny Blanchard. Blanchard batting .222, 1 double, 3 homers, and 7 runs batted in. Two out. That's by Conley. Pitch to Blanchard is a curve outside, ball 1. Blanchard pops one to short left center field. The shortstop, Button, moving back and makes the catch with his back to the infield. So for the Yankees in the top of the first inning, 3 runs on 4 base hits. No Red Sox errors. 1 man left to score at the end of 1/2 inning. The Yankees 3 and the Red Sox coming to bat. Ralph Terry is out on the mound for the New York Yankees. Terry has 1-2 and lost none this year, and he's 1-0 against the Red Sox. Lifetime against Boston, 10 wins and 5 defeats. This is Terry's 9th appearance of the year and his 8th as a starter. The Yankees have won 5 of the games that Terry has started. Schilling batting .233, stepping into the batter's box, leading off for the Red Sox. Has 7 doubles, 1 homer, and 17 runs batted in. Yankees 3 and the Red Sox nothing. This is the first inning. Terry's first pitch is right over strike 1 call. Bats him right-handed. Curve is low. Ball 1, 1-1. Terry is 6'3" and 190 pounds. He looks small compared to that Conley out on the mound. 1-1 pitch. Curveball hit on the ground foul outside of third. Billy Herman knocks it down. Couldn't hold on to it. The third base coach for the Red Sox. Rudy York is coaching over at first. Couple of pretty good hitters in their day. Herman, one of the best hit and run men ever in baseball. And York, one of the big power hitters. Curve is outside and low, ball 2, 2-2. Terry was pitching with practically a no wind-up delivery. The 2-2 pitch. Hit in front of the plate and bounces back to the screen. Ball 3. 3-2. Field in beautiful condition here at Fenway Park. Ready now for the payoff pitch to Schilling. He swings and lines it foul down the left field line back into the seats. 3-2. Yogi Berra's in left field for the Yankees defensively. The pitch is a ground ball in the hole. Richardson to his left is up with it. His throw is inside on a beautiful play by Richardson and Skowron. Bobby went back on the edge of the outfield grass, picked it up, had to throw off balance, and threw it in the dirt, and Skowron backhanded, scooped it out of the dirt, just did nip Chuck Schilling. Richardson has more than made up in his fielding and defensive play, and his low average shows as far as batting goes. Here's Gary Geiger batting .213. 4 doubles, a triple, 4 homers, and 8 runs batted in. Left-hand hitting center fielder. The curve is inside. Ball 1 to Geiger. On deck, Dick Wirtz. 3-0. The Yankees are leading. Last half of the first inning. The 1-0 pitch is popped in the air. Boyer, the third baseman, moving back under it. He's in fair territory and makes the catch for the second out. 2-away. And here's Vic Wirtz. Wirtz batting .267. 5 doubles, 3 homers, and 12 runs batted in. Left-hand hitter with an open stance. Big, powerful man. Takes the pitch high, ball 1. Fastball high outside, ball 2. Johnny Blanchard rifles the ball back to Terry. Ralph goes to the Rosenberg. On deck is Jackie Jensen. Yankee outfield deep, mantle deep, and shading in right center a little bit for it. Fastball is lined to left center field. Yogi going back, and it's over his head, bouncing off the wall. Wirtz around first, digging for second. And he'll be in with a stand-up double. So Vic Wirtz, with Mantle playing in right center, hit a solid line drive to left center, 1 hop off the wall, and comes up with his 6th double of the year. Here's Jackie Jensen. Jensen batting .210, has 3 doubles, 4 homers, and 12 runs batted in. Jackie has 2 of his 4 homers against the Yankees, and both of them off Whitey's 4th. 2 outs. Terry sets. Pitch to Jensen is high, ball 1. They have painted the walls olive green this year instead of the light green, and it really is pretty. The left field wall runs from the left field foul line almost straight across to center field. One reason why right-hand hitters love to hit in this spot. Curve is over, strike 1, 1-1. On deck, Frank Malzone. Blanchard out to the mound to talk with Terry. Benson steps back to have a little chat with Bob Stewart, the plate umpire. Dick Wirtz leading off second base. Terry stretches. Fastball is low, ball 2. 2-1. Yankees play the Red Sox again tomorrow night. And then on Thursday afternoon, before going out to Chicago for a 3-game series, Friday night, Saturday afternoon, and Sunday afternoon. Terry sets. Pitch is in there, strike 2, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Terry leans over and checks the sign from Blanchard. Wirtz with a good-sized lead off second, and Jensen passed the time and steps out of the box. Terry taking a little too long getting the sign. All right, now Terry sets. Terry fouled back. Out of play. Jensen's doing a lot of work around that batter's box. Two balls, two strikes on Jensen. Very ready. Curve low, and it's a full count, 3-2. Blanchard having a little trouble picking up the ball, though Wirtz does not advance, and the crowd gets on Johnny. Three balls, two strikes, two out. The Yankees 3, the Red Sox nothing. Bottom of the first inning. Mantle hit a 3-run homer in the top of the first, and the Yankees out in front. Now we're ready for the payoff pitch. Here's the stretch. Pitch is strike three, called. It was a fair ball. Jensen took it. And Bob Stewart set it high part of the plate. So Jackie was served on a 3-2 pitch and caught looking. For the Red Sox in the bottom of the first, no runs, one hit. No Yankee errors, one man left. The score at the end of one full inning, the Yankees 3 and the Red Sox nothing. Bobby Richardson leads off for the Yankees here in the top of the second. Bobby batting .205. Has one triple and 10 RBIs. Conley's pitch to Richardson, inside ball one. Bobby, by the way, has resigned as Yankee player representative. And he's going to be replaced by Art Ditmar as alternate, who will serve until the players hold their election. Bobby felt that the position was too time-consuming with his family up there. There's a drive to deep right center field. Jensen going over and makes the running catch in deep right center. That ball just seemed to hang up there. It was in the hole, and Jensen went a long ways from right field, but he caught it one away. Brings up Ralph Terry. Terry batting .333. 5 for 15, one double, one RBI. One out, nobody on. Pitch to Terry is in there, strike one call. Foul back in the seats and out of play, strike two. Nothing in two on Terry. Here's Conley's pitch. It's a ground ball to the shortstop. Button in. Up with it. Throw to Vic Wirtz in time to get Ralph. It's two away. It'll bring up Clete Boyer, who opened the ball game with a single left field. And he scored along with Maris on Mantle's 12th home of the year in the first inning. Boyer taking plenty of time, giving Terry a little more time to get into the bench and rest a little before he has to get back out on the mound to pitch. Two out and nobody on. Conley's pitch to Boyer is in there, strike one call. The Yankees last night added another bonus player to their minor league system. They signed New Englander William E. Billy Madden. And everybody was after him. He's a left-hand hitting 16-year-old catcher. Boyer takes the pitch low, 1-1. 18 years old. I say 16, but he's 18 years old. The 1-1 pitch, low outside, ball two, 2-1. is a ground ball. Past the pitcher to shortstop. Near second up with a throw to first. Just in time to get Boyd. That was a fine play by Don Button on a ball that was hit off the end of the bat, in which Conley misjudged his speed. And Button had to come up fast with it for the Yankees in the top of the second. Nothing across the score at the end of an inning and a half. New York 3 and the Red Sox nothing. Frank Malzone leads off for the Red Sox in the bottom of the second. Frank just can't seem to get going. Here's a fellow who has a batting average close to 300, lifetime-wise, that is, in the American League. And right now he's batting 141, has 1 double, 2 homers, and 6 RBI. He's too good a ball player to be down there. 3-0 the Yankees lead. Terry pitched to Malzone as low, ball 1. Pitch is hit on the ground of the shortstop. Kubek on a big hop. His throw to Skowron in time to get Malzone. That's 1 away. Brings up Jim Pagliarone, the catcher, batting .261. Big Jim has 3 doubles, 3 homers, and 10 runs batted in. Pagliarone credits his catching ability right now to the hard work of Mickey Owen when he was with the Red Sox. Mickey worked with him every day. Pitch to the right-hand hitting catcher is in there. Strike 1 called. Coach Bill Dickey helped Yogi Berra quite a bit when Yogi first came to the Yankees. And you get that good coaching and training, it pays off. Curve inside, 1-1. Nobody on. Yankees leading 3-0. Bottom of the second. Pitch is outside, ball 2. Man, can't wait for that hot weather to get here. And around August, we'll probably be looking for some cool weather, but this weather's been ridiculous. The pitch is low, ball 3. 3-1. The clouds are getting blacker up there. Wind's getting colder. Three and 1 on Jim Pagliarone. Terry's pitch is in there. Strike 2 call. 3-2. Count. The payoff pitch. Drive deep to left field. That ball's going to be off the wall. Yogi plays it off the wall on 1 hop, but Pagliarone is left to a long single. As Berra played that wall a la Ted Williams out there. The old Splendid could play him off a solid line drive. That hit the wall. Yogi caught it on 1 hop and had the ball in the second base just as the big catcher rounded first. A line single alert. When I was a kid, I used to hear games broadcast from Fenway Park, and they'd say a ball hit the wall and he's held to a single. I couldn't believe it until I came up there to play. Darryl Hardy, the left fielder, the batter, hitting .224, 4 doubles, a triple, and 5 runs batted in. Pitch to Hardy. It's a curve in there, strike 1 call. On deck is Don Button, the shortstop. Skowron holding first against the Red Sox catcher. Here's the stretch by right. Ball fly down third. It's a good one. That's going to be a base hit. Boy, it doesn't even make a play. A beautiful bunt by Darryl Hardy. That is one of the best, if not the best, bunt I've seen all year by a right-handed batter. He fooled everybody. Laid it down, and boy, it didn't even make a try. Just picked it up, caught him flat-footed. And that's hit number 3 off Terry. And now the tying run is at the plate. Don Button, the shortstop, batting .245, 6 doubles and 4 runs batted in. 1 away. Yankees leading 3-0. to Bud. Right. Fastball right down the pipe. Hardy at first. Pagliarone at second. Catch by Terry. Curve in the dirt, knocked down by Blanchett. Johnny pounces on it, keeps the runners from advancing. Oh, that catching's a tough job when you get those curve balls in the dirt. Get your body in front of it. Of course, you have a lot of gear on to protect you. The chest protection, the shin guards, and the mask. A lot of ball players call them the tools of ignorance. Jokingly, because if you're a good catcher, you can get to the big leagues faster than any other position. Pitch inside, ball 2, 2-1. Gene Conley, due to be the next batter, is a pretty good hitting pitcher. Runners lead off first and second. Terry sets. 2-1 set. Curve high, ball 3. 3-1. Terry changes the rosin bag. Moves that rosin bag around like it's diamonds or something. Touches it very gently. Moves it from the right side of the rubber to the left side. 3 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. Runners at first and second. Pitch is a curve. In there, strike 2, and it's a full count. So Terry curves him on a 3-1 pitch. Pitcher's got to have pretty good control of that curveball to do that. Once again, we have a full count on the Red Sox batter. Here's Terry stretch. Fastball foul back up on the roof, out of play. Ralph tried to sneak the fast one by him, hoping that Button was looking for the curve. Not a good idea to guess with 2 strikes on you, because if you're looking for the curve and they throw the fastball, you can't get around. Then Terry ready for the 3-2 pitch. Fastball popped in the air to the infield. The infield fly rule is called. Button is automatically out. Richardson makes the catch at second base. And it's 2 away. Here comes Gene Conley. Conley has 1 base hit this year. That one against the Yankees, and it was a double. He has driven in 1 run. 2 out, 2 on. Yankees lead 3-0 in the bottom of the second. With a big banner in back of it advertising WEEI, which is a CBS affiliate up here in Boston. All right, big Gene Conley steps into the batter's box. The bat looks like a toothpick in his hands. He's so big. Terry sets. Pitch to Conley is fouled back on the screen and out of play. Carroll Hardy at first. Jim Pagliarone is at second with 2 out. Curve is fouled off to the left of the plate, strike 2. Nothing in 2 on the big right-hand hitting pitcher for the Red Sox, Gene Conley. time getting the signal. Now he's ready. Here's the stretch. It hit his bat. I think if it didn't hit his bat, it would have hit Conley. It was in on him, would have hit him right on the chest. And he swung that bat in self-defense. A fastball coming right in towards his chest. He just got his bat out there and deflected it off into the stands to the right of the plate. Very ready. Ground ball hit the short. Kubek coming in, up with it. His throw to first base in time to get Conley, and he can move down that line for a big fella. So for the Red Sox, in the bottom of the second, no runs, 2 hits, no Yankee errors, 2 men left. The score at the end of 2 full innings, the Yankees 3 and the Red Sox nothing. And here's Tony Kubek, who struck out in the first inning, leading off against Gene Conley here in the top of the third. Pitch to Kubek is fouled back out of play. 1 strike on Tony. One strike pitch is hit high in the air to right field. Jackie Jensen is moving back under it and is there to take the catch in front of the Yankee bullpen. 1 away. Here's Roger Maris, who lined a single to right center field in the first inning. And on deck, Mickey Mantle. Maris is a ground foul outside of first. Strike 1. The wind-up by Conley. And the pitch is... No, he checked his swing. Bob Stewart started to put the right hand up and drew it back quickly. Now it started, the swing held up. 1-1 on Rod. Conley's curve is hit deep to right field. Jensen going back, way back. And the ball is in the deep for a home run for Roger Maris. That was a line drive home run. Deep into the right field seat. Which gives the Yankees now a 4-0 lead. Maris, his 10th home run of the year and his 24th run batted in. Brings up Mickey Mantle, hit a 3-run home in the first inning. Mickey's 12th of the year. Pitch is over Mickey's head and back to the screen. Ball 1. Got a grin on his face. That ball was mighty close. Conley put a little extra on that fastball. Yankees now with 5 hits and 4 runs. Pitch to Mantle outside, ball 2. In the Red Sox bullpen. Dave Hillman, the right-hander, is up. Mantle takes the curve over, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Yankees 4 and the Red Sox nothing. Top of the third. Mantle pops the ball up, but it's coming back out of play in the stand. The fans didn't want any part of that high foul. on Mantle. Is foul tip off the chest protector of the catcher, Pagliarone. If you remember, the first time Mantle was up, had 2 strikes on him and just did foul tip a pitch, and Pagliarone had it in his glove and dropped it on. The next pitch, Mantle hit a homer. Again, the 2-2 pitch. Inside ball 3. Full count on Mantle. Payoff pitch to Mickey. He's strike 3. He was a bad pitch, and Mickey tried to check his swing, couldn't do it. The curve actually hit in the dirt. Second strikeout for Conley at 2-way, and here's Yogi Berra, who flied deep to right center field in the first inning. 2 out, nobody on. Pitch to Yogi is in there, strike 1 call. Second baseman Shipman is up with it, goes to work in time for the out. The Yankees pick up another run thanks to the homer by Maris. 1 run on 1 hit. No Red Sox errors, nobody left. The score at the end of 2.5 innings, the Yankees 4 and the Red Sox nothing. In the bottom of the 3rd inning, it'll be the top of the Red Sox batting order. Schilling, Geiger, and Wirtz to face Ralph Sterry. Schilling bounced to second base in the first inning. Bobby Richardson making a fine play, along with a nice scoop up of a low throw by Skowron. The Yankee defense and the infield has been tremendous this year. Even though the pitching has not been up to par, the double plays and the fine fielding of the infield has helped the Yankees tremendously. Schilling swings and misses a curve, strike 1. Schilling from Brooklyn, New York. Tip off the umpire's chest protector, and the ball bounces all the way down to first base, picked up by Rudy York. 0-2 on Schilling. Here's the 2-strike pitch. Curve hit on the ground at third. Foul. Boyer charging the ball, had the ball go under his glove, and he kicked it with his foot to the shortstop Kubek, but it was foul. Nothing in 2 on Schilling. Here with the short windup. Curve foul down the first base line. Ralph not wasting any pitches on Schilling. Nothing in 2 count. Ball in back of his head that time, ball 1. Schilling hit the dirt. Now the 1-ball, 2-strike pitch. Curve is high, ball 2. 2-2. Maris playing very shallow in right field. It's a tough right field to play here at Fenway. It's a lot like Yankee Stadium's left field, including the sun. The 2-2 pitch, fouled out of play and back at first. Oh, man, they were battling for that ball, and the kid went right over the railing. Nobody gets hurt. Pitch is high, ball 3, and it's another full count. 3-2 on Schilling. Yankees 4, Red Sox nothing. Bottom of the 3rd. Here's the payoff pitch. Foul hit back. Again, the 3-2 pitch. He lost some ball four. That's the first man Terry has walked. But he's had 3-2 count on about 6 hitters. First walk given up by either pitcher. And it brings up Gary Geiger, who popped up to Boyer at third base in the first inning. Cowan holds the bag against Schilling. Pitch to Geiger is in there, strike one call. Geiger was enjoying his best year in the big leagues last year, if you remember. And came up with a collapsed lung, and it was feared his baseball career was ended, but he had snapped back, had a fine spring training, but he's a little slow in getting off. Came into the game batting .213. Has 4 homers, though. Pitch to Geiger is popped to left field. Yogi coming over and in, and he can't get it. It's a fair ball. And going to third, he's sitting going to second, is Geiger. Yogi Berra was playing over left center field for Geiger. He had a little twisting fly down the left field line. It looked like it was going to turn foul. Yogi couldn't get to it. Neither did Kubek. It hit on the dirt part of the field and then kicked against the wall running along the left field foul line. It's a double for Geiger. Hit number 4 off Terry. And now there were runners at second and third with nobody out in the bat of Vic Wirtz. Wirtz ripped the double to left center field in the first inning. Left-hand hitting first baseman. Pitch to Wirtz. Curveball is high, ball 1. Terry. Pitches. Foul tip back. Strike 1. 1-1. Bill Stafford is getting up in the Yankee bullpen. Right-hander Bill Stafford loosening up. 1 ball, 1 strike on Wirtz. Geiger leads off second. Schilling off third. Pitch is high, ball 2, 2-1. That was Geiger's 5th double of the year, by the way. It is right off the end of his bat. On deck is Jackie Jensen. Here's the windup. Pitch is high, ball 3, almost a wild pitch. Langston had a run to his left and go high for it. Just got in the webbing of his glove one-handed. 3-1 on Vic Wirtz as Ralph Terry suddenly getting a little wild here in the bottom of the third inning. Now Ralph asks for a new baseball. Nobody out. Here's a 3-1 pitch to Wirtz. A foul back on the screen. Full count on deck. Terry checking the sign from Blanchett. Runners lead off second and third. Ready for the payoff pitch to Vic. Inside, ball 4. The bases are loaded. Second walk given up by Terry as Wirtz is down to first, and here's Jackie Jensen up with 3 men on and nobody out. The Yankees leading 4-0. Jensen was called out on strikes in the first inning when on the 3-2 pitch he took a curveball. A ball, strike 3. On deck is Frank Malzone. The base is full of Red Sox. The wind up by Terry. The pitch to Jensen is low outside, ball one. Bill Stafford heating up in a hurry out there. Ralph House standing on the steps of the Yankee dugout. Curve is high, ball two, 2-0. Ralph seems to be working a little faster. Whenever he gets in a jam, he seems to work faster. Now Blanchard runs out to the mound. He'll try and slow him down a little bit. Terry seems to lose his rhythm when he works fast. Wirtz at first, Geiger at second, Schilling at third with nobody out in the bottom of the third. The Yankees leading by 4 runs, 4-0. No strikes on Jackie Jensen. Here's the windup. Pitch is low outside, almost a wild pitch, backhanded by Blanchard. It's a 3-0 count. Terry has suddenly lost home plate here in the bottom of the third. Now the 3-0 pitch. Strike ball, 3-1. Jensen digging in at the plate. Terry shakes off one side. Now he's into the windup. The pitch is fouled on the right field line, going out of play. Back up on the roof, as a matter of fact. And again, a full count on Jensen. Jackie wants the rosin bag from Frank Malzone, who's on deck. Jensen, who was a great athlete in college, has had a fine career in the American League. 3-2, bases loaded, nobody out. Here's the payoff pitch. He hits it. He's going to steal. Ball is off the wall. By Yogi. 1 run in, 2 runs in. Wirtz is held up at third on Jensen's long couple of left field. Here comes Ralph House. Jackie Jensen rips the double off the left field wall, driving in 2 runs. That ball was not quite high enough to have been a home run. He really tagged it. And Yogi went back, and this time he didn't play the ball off the wall. It came back over his head. 2 runs scored. Wirtz went to third. Jensen is at second. And it's now a 4-2 ball game in favor of the Yankees, but there's nobody out here in the bottom of the third, and Ralph Houk has signaled for Bill Stafford to come in. And while Stafford's taking the long walk, we'll pause for station identification.
This is WOKO, Albany. Good sound broadcasting for 1961. Reminding you drivers, patience pays, especially at curves, hills, and intersections. Drive carefully today and every day.
So that's all for Ralph Terry, who had pitched 2 scoreless innings, even though he was in trouble in both innings. And here in the third, didn't get anybody out. He walked 2, gave up 2 doubles, 2 runs are scored, and Terry is out of the ball game. Ralph cannot be the losing pitcher, and that's the kind of a year it's been for Terry. He has been knocked out of quite a few ball games, but fortunately for Ralph and the Yankees have been able to come back, tie him up, and go on to win most of them. Bill Stafford coming on. Had an excellent relief appearance the last time he pitched for the Yankees. He's making his 11th appearance of the year. Stafford has won none and lost 2. So Last time out, he pitched 3 2/3 innings, gave up 1 unearned run. Stafford will be pitching a Frank Malzone, Jim Pagliarone, and Carroll Hardy, with Jensen at second and Wirtz at third. Nobody out in the bottom of the third, and the Yankees leading 4-2. All the Yankees runs came as a result of homers. A 3-run homer by Mantle in the first inning, and a solo homer by Maris in the third. Jensen's starting to pick up now. You remember, Jensen had a slow start, and then suddenly decided he was going to quit baseball, didn't want to be the 25th man on the club. You can appreciate Yankees' feelings. As we told you, he was a great athlete in college and a great athlete in professional baseball, and was a big gun for the Red Sox when he decided to retire for a year. That was all last season. He came back and thought that his timing had left him and was ready to quit, went home, had a talk with his lovely wife, Joanne Olsen, who was the Olympic diving champion for the Yankees. And then Jensen decided to return, and now he's picking up and hitting like the Jensen of old. At least against the Yankees he is. He had a good series against New York and New York. And now up here in Boston, he had 2 hits last night, including a home, and he's had a double here today with the bases loaded, driving in 2 runs. Frank Malzone, who bounces short in the second inning, the batter. The infield's back. They're giving a run. If the ball's hit on the ground, they're going to play for the batter. Unless it's hit for the pitcher, of course. All right, Bill Stafford out on the mound in place of Ralph Terry. Here's the windup. Pitch to Malzone is high, ball 1. The Red Sox have an exciting young team. Of course, without Williams, they don't look the same, but no team would without Williams. So they've got a future. Good young ball player. Pitch to Malzone, a curve over strike 1, 1-1 as Stafford came side on. Here's the windup by Stafford. Curve outside, ball 2. 2-1. Stafford came overhand that time. He can mix up his types of deliveries and speed on the ball. Sun's shining brightly now, and you notice the right side of the Yankee infield and Maris shading their eyes, looking up at the sun, flipping their glasses down in case. Pitch to Malzone, inside, ball 3. 3-1. Malzone looks down at the third base coach, Billy Herman. 3-1 count on Frank. Stafford into the windup. Pitch is hit in the air to right field. Not too deep. Maris is under it. Wirtz is tagging. Maris makes the catch. Here comes Wirtz. Here comes Maris' throw. And he flies and he's in there. And going to third is Jackie Jensen. On the sacrifice fly, even though Maris made a good throw, Wirtz flies across safely. An RBI for Malzone. Jensen tagging up, went to third. So it's now a 4-3 ball game. The tying run is at third base with 1 out, and the batter is Jim Pagliarone, who lined a single off the left field wall. Now the infield is in halfway. Not all the way in, but halfway. They've still got a shot at Jensen at the plate if a ground ball is hit. 1 away. 4-3 ball game. Stafford pitched to Pagliarone in there, strike 1 call. Pitch is low, ball 1, 1-1. On deck is Carroll Hardy. Here's Stafford into the windup. Curve low outside, ball 2, 2-1. So the Yankees starting pitchers, with the exception of Whitey Ford, have not had very good luck this year. Just have not been pitching well. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Curve over, strike 2. Pagliarone started to swing, held up. The ball broke over the plate. 2-2. One away. Jensen at third. Stafford, ready. Sidearm curve low outside. It's a full count. Stafford tripped a little as he delivered that pitch. Looked back at the mound. He'll do a little kicking out there now. Especially with Conley out there, he can really foul up a pitching mound with that big stride he takes. All right, a full count on Jim Pagliarone. Jensen leading off third. Here's the windup by Stafford. Pitch is hit on the ground, is short. Kubek is up with it. Jensen holds it third to throw to first in time. And the infield playing halfway. Jensen didn't have a chance. So it's two away, and here's Don Button. Rather, Carroll Hardy, who beat out a bunt single in the second inning. Button is on deck. That was a big out for Bill Stafford and the Yankees. Two out now, and the tying run of third. Call just as Stafford was ready to pitch. Button, rather Carroll Hardy, got something in his eyes, stepped back, played umpire Bob Stewart, giving him a hand. Pitch is a ground ball hit down the third base line. Boyer in fifth. He lets it roll, and it goes foul. There was a play that Boyer could not have thrown Hardy out on as he hit a high chopper off the home plate. It rolled 2/3 of the way right on the foul line, and at the last second, kick foul, and Boyer pounced on it quickly. Make sure it stayed foul. Jensen would have scored easily, and the ball game would have been tied up. So it goes as a strike for Hardy. Curve pops in the short left field. Kubek back, going back, and makes the catch in short left field. That ball almost dropped in there for a Texas League single. So the Red Sox bounce back here in the bottom of the third with 3 runs on 2 base hits and a sacrifice fly. No Yankee errors and 1 man left. And the score now at the end of 3 full innings, the Yankees 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors. The Red Sox 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. Skowron leads off for the Yankees here in the top of the 4th, and Gene Conley, who was on the verge of being taken out when the Red Sox had somebody warming up after Maris's homer in the 3rd inning, is still out there on the mound. Yankees lead 4-3. Skowron single to center field in the 1st inning. Pitch to the Moose is high, ball 1. On deck, Johnny Blanchard. Skowron takes the pitch high, ball 2, 2-0. Bill Stafford did some fine relief pitching that inning. Came in with runners in second and third and nobody out. He scored 1 run on a sacrifice fly, but he got Pagliarone and Hardy. The 2-0 pitch is hit deep to left field. That one is way out of here. And back up on the screen. Another home run for the Yankees. And all the Yankee runs have come as a result of homers, and there's action in the Red Sox bullpen again. Bill Skowron getting his 2nd hit of the ball game and his 7th home of the year, his 26th run batted in. The Yankees now lead 5-3. Brings up Johnny Blanchard. Dave Hillman, the right-hander, is up in the Red Sox bullpen once again. Conley's pitch to Blanchard is high, ball 1. You always notice the next batter up after a fellow has hit a home run. He's a little loose. Either takes the pitch or is stepping in the bucket. But those pitchers get mad when you hit a homer off them. They throw a little close to the next batter. There's a swing and a ground ball foul outside of first, picked up by Vic Wirth. 1-1 on Blanchard. Johnny popped to the shortstop in the first inning. So the Yankees have had 3 homers in this game. A 3-run homer by Mantle in the first. Solo homers by Maris in the third, and Skowron here leading off the top of the fourth. Outside, ball 2. 2-1. There's a ground ball hit to second base. Schilling coming in up with it on the big hop. Flips to Wirth, 40 out. That's 1 away. 1 out, and Bobby Richardson, who slides to deep right center field in the second inning, the batter. Nobody on. Pitch to Richardson is low, ball 1. Pitches a ground ball, hit the third, foul. Malzone had backhanded it and was ready to throw, and third base umpire Frank Humont yelled foul ball, so Malzone saved the throw. Richardson had crossed first base. It was close. 1-1 on Bobby. Takes the curve low, ball 2, 2-1. Pitch is high, ball 3. 3-1 the count. Bill Stafford due to be the next batter. Pitches. Line of center field coming in fast is Geiger, and he makes the catch, and boy, Richardson is at 2 on the nose and hasn't been able to find that hole for the base hit. Solid line drive. Ball just took off instead of sinking. So it's 2 away, and here's Bill Stafford, who's been up 3 times without a base hit this year. 5-3, the Yankees lead. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Started for the Yankees can neither be the winning nor losing pitcher in this ballgame. Pitch to Stafford is a strike. A starting pitcher must go at least 5 innings to be able to get credit for the win, unless, of course, in case of an injury. There's a foul out of play, strike 2. But this game is Stafford's to win or lose, and Gene Conley, who is out on the mound now for the Red Sox. 2 strikes on Stafford. Curve is over, strike 3 calls. Third strikeout for Conley, and for the Yankees in the top of the 4th, 1 run on 1 hit, the homer by Skowron. No Red Sox errors and nobody left, and the score at the end of 3.5 innings, New York 5 and Boston 3. Sox in the bottom of the 4th inning. Don Burton will lead off. Red Sox shortstop. Burton popped out to second base in the second inning. Bill Stafford out on the mound. Ralph Terry went just 2 innings. Didn't get anybody out in the third. Pitch to Burton. Inside, ball 1. Terry allowed 5 hits. He walked 2, struck out 1, and allowed 3 runs. Stafford's next pitch is pop foul going out of play and back up third. So Stafford goes back to the Rosenberg. Here's his windup. This pitch is a ground ball to the shortstop. Kubek up on the big hop. Throw to Skowron in time. That's 1 away. And Gene Conley will be the batter. Coleman is still loosening up. But Conley's going to bat for himself. Conley bounced short in the second inning. Here's a long drink of water. Gene Conley coming to the plate. The home run ball is hit in today. The Yankees have 3 of them. Stafford's curve is a strike on the outside corner. So 1 strike delivery. Another curve. This one's outside, 1-1. Schilling on deck. Fastball in there, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sidearm curve almost hit Conley. He dances back out of the way. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. A foul that hit the plate and kicked up and hit Conley's left leg. Count holds it 2-2. 1 out and nobody on. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Curve inside, ball 3. 3-2. Pitching a little too carefully to Conley. Had a full count on him. Here's the payoff pitch. Strike 3. Hold the phone. He foul-tipped it. Conley started to run. Blanchard had it in his glove. It popped up in the air. Tried to grab it barehanded. Just missed the ball. And Conley's got a light. The 3-2 delivery. High fly to short left center. Yogi moving over to his left, and Mantle makes the catch. 2-way. Here's Chuck Schilling. Bounced to second in the first inning. Started the Red Sox rally in the third with a walk. 2-way. Schilling had a chance to sign with the Giants, but didn't want to go out to the coast. Wanted to stay in the East. So he signed with the Red Sox. The pitch to Schilling is low, ball 1. Actually, Chuck worked out with the Yankees at Yankee Stadium. Not this year, of course, but they had a look at him. 1-0 pitches. Line foul. Look out. Into the box seats and back of third base. Well, that's a dangerous place to sit. We told you before, the fans are closer to action on the ball field here than any other part. And the third base section juts out towards the foul line. Those line fouls. And somebody got hit on the arm. And they'll take him to the first aid station. Curve is low. Ball 2, 2-1. Foul back out of play. 2-2 on Schilling. Curveball is low, ball 3, full count. Not a lot of full counts in this ball game, and yet only 2 base on balls, those given up by Ralph Terry. Conley has not walked anybody yet. The payoff pitch, a fly ball to right field. Roger Maris flips the glasses down under it and holds it in for the third out. So the Red Sox are down in order in the bottom of the fourth, nothing across, and the score at the end of 4 full innings. The Yankees 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors. The Red Sox 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. For the Yankees, the top of their order, Boyer, Kubek, and Maris to face Conley for the third time. Boyer has singled and scored and then bounced to the shortstop. This is the top of the fifth. Yankees 5, Red Sox 3. Boyer takes the fastball low, ball 1. Conley's next pitch is line past Malzone in the left field. Boyer's second hit as Carroll Hardy fires the ball into the infield. The 7th base hit off Conley, and once again the Red Sox bullpen goes in action. Dave Hillman up for the third time in this ball game. Wirtz holds the bag against Boyer. Here's Tony Kubek, struck out fly to right. The stretch by Conley. The pitch to Kubek is hit high in the air to right field. Jensen moving back. Flips the glasses down. He's under it. Boyer's tagging. Jensen makes the catch, and Boyer bluffs going, and Jensen's throw comes in true to second base. Cleat was just bluffing, drawing a throw, and he drew a good one. That brings up Roger Maris, who singled and scored in the first inning, and then homered to right field in the third inning. 1 away. It's a ground ball to second base. Schilling over to Button for 1. Back to first. Second. Let's drop the ball. So it's a fourth play. We'll wait and see if Wirtz gets an error or just what it is. The ball did not hit the ground as Wirtz tried to backhand it, but it came out of his glove. There's been no error put on the scoreboard or from the official scorer. Here's Mickey Mantle. Mantle homered to drive in 3 runs in the first inning, struck out in the third. Pitch to Mickey is low, ball 1. So it doesn't look like they're going to charge Wirtz with the error. Throw was in plenty of time to double Maris. Mantle takes the pitch high, ball 2, 2-0. Wirtz caught that ball on his thumb. He keeps taking his left hand out of the glove and shaking it. Mickey takes the curve, low, ball 3, 3-0. Mickey tried to get out of the way. The pitcher hit his bat. Now thrown up with it. Over to Wirtz, 40 out. On a 3-0 pitch, Mantle tried to duck out of the way of a high inside fastball and bounced to third. For the Yankees in the top of the fifth, no runs, one hit. No Red Sox errors, one man left. The score at the end of 4.5 innings, New York 5 and the Red Sox 3. For the Red Sox here in the bottom of the fifth, Gary Geiger will lead off. Geiger popped to third and double to left field. He scored once. This pitch to Geiger is low, ball one.
Here is a sports bulletin from the WOKO newsroom. From Indianapolis, national driving champion A.J. Foyt has won the 500-mile Indianapolis race. The winner once again, A.J. Foyt.
The high pop-up to the infield. Clete Boyer calling for it. Between home plate and the pitcher's box, and Boyer makes the catch for the out. Geiger pops up one away. Here's Whitworth, double to left center and walk. He's also scored a run. The Red Sox have been playing good ball. As witness, they have played 38 ball games this year. 20 of them have been one-run ball games. Have been decided by one run. The pitch to Wirtz is over. Strike one call. Red Sox have won 9 of the 21-run games and lost 11. Inside, 1-1 to Wirtz. Pitch, the ground ball is short. Kubek is up with it near second. It's throw to first in time to get Wirtz, and it's 2 away. And here comes Jackie Jensen. Jackie called out on strikes in the first inning. Doubles to left with the bases loaded in the third to drive in 2 runs. Jackie gets the kind of treatment that Mantle gets around the league and at Yankee Stadium even. Some boos mixed with the cheers. 2 out, nobody on. 5-3, the Yankees lead. Jensen takes the curve over. Strike one. Sidearm fastball is inside. 1-1. Fastball hit on the ground. Richardson was left. Is up with it. Throws to Skowron in time for the out.
Here is more from that bulletin from the WOKO newsroom. In second place in the 500-mile Indianapolis race, Eddie Sack. Second place and third place, Roger Ward. Again, the first place winner, A.J. Foyt, won the 500-mile Indianapolis race. This has been a bulletin from the WOKO newsroom.
Soon the Yankees are going to take off on their longest road trip of the season. They return to the stadium against the new Washington Senators on Friday night, June the 30th. That's the holiday weekend. That weekend will be featured by a 4th of July doubleheader at home between the Yankees and the amazing front-running Detroit Tigers. Tickets for this big attraction are moving well, so you better order yours as soon as possible. And don't forget Old Timers Day, Saturday afternoon, July the 29th. Baltimore's red-hot Orioles against the Yankees, following the greatest old-timers program ever. This year we feature the all-time Yankees, all-time Dodgers from Brooklyn days, and the all-time New York Giants. Now here's one of that old-time fans, and the new ones too won't want to miss. So order old-timers tickets now while good choice of seats are available. Yogi Berra, who's 0 for 2 today, flied to center and bounced to second, leads off for New York here in the top of the 6th. It'll be Berra, Skowron, and Blanchard. Gene Conley out on the mound. Big right-handed pitch to Yogi is hit to right field. Jackie Jensen going back, way back, and that ball is in the seats for a home run. All the Yankee runs have come as a result of homers. Yogi hit the first pitch, a curveball, into the right field seat. Hit number 8 off Conley, run number 6 for the Yankees, and for Berra, his 6th home of the year and his 19th run batted in. Rick Wertz calls time and goes over to the mound to talk with Conley as once again we have action in the Red Sox bullpen. And Dave Hillman is up again for the 4th time in this ball game. So Conley is serving up the home run pitch today to the Yankees. And Wertz is stalling out on the mound. Sal Magley, the pitching coach, is ready to come out, and here comes Sal now out of the Red Sox dugout. And that's it. Second base umpire Joe Linsalata running out to the bullpen, waving in Dave Hillman. Well, they're changing pitches. Here's the result of the Indianapolis 500-mile Speedway race. A.J. Foyt from Houston, Texas, is the winner, and Eddie Sachs is second. That was a big upset. Grueling grind out at Indianapolis. 500-mile race. You deserve that, boy. Even if you finish, you deserve something in that race. So Conley is out of there. Conley has pitched 5 innings. He's allowed 8 base hits. Didn't walk anybody. Struck out 3 and has allowed 6 runs. But Conley has given up 4 home runs, 1 to Mantle in the first inning with 2 on, and then solo homers to Maris, Skowron, and Berra. So it looks like Ralph Houck had the right hunch when he said he would play all of his left-handed power instead of going to the right-handed hitters in the short left field fence. And the left-hand hitters have come through with a little added help from some of the right-hand hitters like Boyer and Skowron. Skowron has a single and a home run. And he'll be the first batter to face Dave Hillman. Hillman is 5'11". He only weighs 168 pounds. Now living in Kingsport, Tennessee. Last year, 1-0, lost 3 with the Red Sox. Making his 12th appearance of the year. All of them in relief. He is 1-2 and lost 1. Has an earned run average of 1.60, so he's had himself a fine year. Skowron watching Hillman loosen up from just outside the batter's box. Now the Moose is ready. Steps into the batter's box. On deck is Johnny Blanchard. 6-3, the Yankees lead. Top of the 6th. Hillman's pitch to Skowron is a curve outside. Ball 1. And the fastball is popped foul coming out of play. Back into the seat. 1-1 on Moose. Deep to right center field, way back there. Jensen digging it. Into the bullpen for a home run. Holy cow, did he hit that ball? 420 feet to right center field. And into the Red Sox bullpen. Scoring's second homer of the day and his third hit. And the Yankees really have the home runs going today. Moose's second RBI. And the Yankees lead 7-3. What a shot that was. That was more of a line drive. And as it started to curve away, it looked like Jensen might have a shot at it. But at the last second, it just zoomed right over the fence and into the Red Sox bullpen. So Moose has hit 2 homers today. His 7th and 8th gives him 27 RBIs. And here's Johnny Blanchard. Blanchard popped to short and bounced to second. 5 home runs for the Yankees in the ballgame. Pitch to Johnny is low, ball 1. Skowron tomahawked that ball. Looked like it was up around his eyes. Hit it like a tennis player serving the ball. Curve low, ball 2, 2-0. Here's the windup by Hillman. Pitch is on the outside corner for a called strike. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th. Back-to-back homers by Berra and Skowron open the inning. Blanchard fouls the pitch back on the screen. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch is foul tip. Just got a piece of it. Count holds at 2-2. Hillman's curve is swung at him. Missed strike 3 as he took a little bit off the pitch. His first strikeout brings up Bobby Richardson. Bobby lined to right center and lined to center. He hit the ball hard twice without a base hit. One away. Bobby takes a curve on the outside corner. Strike 1. Curve, this one low, 1-1. Sidearm curve over, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Up by Hillman. 1-1 curve hit on the ground up the middle and back a second, and Button had to close to first. Not in time. He beat it out. A fine play by Button. But he couldn't get anything on the throw as he fielded the ball actually on the second base side of the bag, going from short over towards second. An infield single for Richardson. Second hit off Hillman, and the 10th hit for the Yankees in the ball game. And it brings up Bill Stafford, who will replace Ralph Perry, and Stafford in his one appearance was called out on strike. Yankees 7, Red Sox 3. First half of the 6th inning. Red Sox infield looking for the sacrifice. Quick throw to first. Richardson back. Stretch by Hillman. Never throw to first in Richardson's back. Pitch is bunted down the first base line, and it goes foul. Picked up by Hillman. Richardson was all the way down to second. One strike to count on Stafford. Richardson leading away, and the throw to first, he's back just in time. Looked like Bobby had ideas that time about going. Here's the stretch. And there he goes, and the ball is fouled back. They had the hit and run on with Stafford. Bobby had a good jump, and Stafford had a good cut, but he fouled it back. 0-2. Set. Curve is hit between first and second, but Schilling comes up, goes to first, 40 out. There's a ball that took reverse English in favor of the Red Sox second baseman. As Stafford hit one off the end of his bat, it looked like it was going to kick away from Schilling. Why it kicked back the other way, I don't know, but Schilling made a fine play as he caught it, wheeled around, and fired to work. Richardson moved to second base, and it's two away. Brings up Clete Boyle, who is 2 for 3, 2 singles to left field, and bounced to the shortstop. Clete scored 1 run. Into the stretch position. Pitch to Boyer is low outside. Ball 1. Richardson, a good lead off second. Hillman's curve is high. Ball 2, 2-0. Tony Kubek kneeling on deck. Next batter. The right-hander stretches. Curve to Boyer is swung at and missed. Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ready for the 2-1 delivery. Ground ball hit past the pitcher's box. Putten's going to have to hustle. He can't make the play. He tried to pick it up barehanded. It's a base hit for Boyer. Actually, he had to hustle that play. I don't know whether he had to try and get it barehanded. It was bouncing, which is a tough play for an infielder to come in on a bouncing ball. If it's rolling, he can pick it up barehanded. But if he tried to grab it barehanded, it kicked off his wrist. And it's an infield single for Boyer. His third base hit of the day, the 11th for the Yankees. And here's Tony Kubek, who struck out and flied to right field twice. Richardson moved to third on the play. Yankees lead 7-3, top of the 6th. 2 outs. Stretch by Hillman. The pitch to Boyer is fouled right in the Red Sox dugout. Oh, man, that scattered the players. See, they came out all the way to the steps of the dugout. He rifled a one-hopper in there. And there's somebody threw a towel up in the air, which is a signal to cease firing. We surrender. And a youngster throws it back into the bench. One strike on Kubek. Boyer off first, Richardson off third. Pitch is lined to left center field. That's a base hit. Coming in to score, Richardson moving to third base is Boyer. Kubek rounds and holds on at first base with an RBI single to left center. Well, the Yankees have their hitting shoes on today. Fourth hit off Hillman, a second run off Hillman. The Yankees lead 8-3 and now have 12 base hits, and it brings up Roger Maris, who has a single, a homer, and bounced into a fourth place. Boyer at third and Kubek at first. 5 hits this inning for the Yankees. Stretch by Hillman. Pitch to Maris. A curve swung at it. Missed strike one. Here's the stretch. Slow curve. Swung at it. Missed strike two. Kubek dancing off first, and Hillman steps off the rubber. Boyer leading off third. Stretch. Curve is high, ball one. Kubek bluffed going, and Pagliarone jumped out of the catcher's box, ready to throw. One ball, 2 strikes, and 2 out. 2 men on. Change-up hit foul outside of first. Yankees scored 3 in the first, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and 3 here in the sixth. Change-up popped in the air to short left field. Carroll Hardy is moving in under it, and the left fielder holds it in for the out. As 8 men went to bat that inning for the Yankees, they come up with 3 runs, 5 hits, no Red Sox errors, 2 men left to score at the end of 5 1/2 innings. The Yankees 8 and the Red Sox 3. Malzone bounced to short, hit a sacrifice fly to right field, leading off for the Red Sox. New York 8, Boston 3. Bill Stafford out on the mound can pick himself up his first win of the year. Pitch to Malzone. It hits his bat as he checks his swing back into the seat. Strike one. Oh, man. Ball bounced around like a rubber ball from hand to hand. Fastball is high. 1-1 on Malzone. Foul back on the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stafford checks the sign from Blanchett. There's his windup. Change-up way high outside. Ball 2, 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch. Curve inside, ball 3. Full count on Malzone. Stafford rubs up the ball. Puts his glove on his left knee while he leans over for the sign. Now the windup. Pitches a ground ball to the right side. Richardson to his left, coming in up with it. Throws to Skowron and it's one away. Here's Jim Pagliarone, singled off the left field wall and bounced to the shortstop. Carroll Hardy on deck. Pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Curve is fouled outside of third. Billy Herman, the third base coach, up with it. 0-2. Clete Boyer replacing a bit of the foul line that he dug up as he ran over after that ball. Strike pitch. High pop-up to the right side. Bobby Richardson is signaling for it. Moving back and makes the catch for the second out. 2 away. And here's Carroll Hardy. Beat out a bunt single in the second inning. Popped to the shortstop in the third. Stafford's pitch to Hardy is a curve low. Ball 1. Swing and a ground ball right at Boyer. Cleat up with it. Hard hit ball. Throws to Skowron for the out. So Stafford sets the Red Sox down in order. In all 4 innings that he pitched, he's retired 12 consecutive men. Nothing across. The score at the end of 6 full innings, the Yankees 8 and the Red Sox 3. Mickey Mantle leading off for the Yankees, and coming over to finish up the game on radio will be Mel Allen.
Mickey Mantle leading off in the 7th inning. Yanks leading 8-3. Takes the pitch outside for a ball. Dave Hillman in relief of Gene Conley delivers outside for ball 2. Mantle hit a 3-run homer in the first inning. Flicked to the third strike in the third. Grounded to third in the 5th. The Red Sox right-hander into the windup, and the pitch swung on and missed. Strike 1, 2-1. Paid attendance today, 19,592. The 2-1 pitch on the way to Mickey. Swung on. There's a high fly ball into deep left center. Geiger getting under it and makes the catch at the wall. Berra flied to center, grounded to second, and homered. The Yankees have had 5 homers, 4 of them solo. 3 short of the team record for most homers in the game by one team. 8-3, New York, 7th inning. Hillman's pitch to Yogi, swung on, fouled off to the left of the plate, out of play. Now the right-hander goes to work, and Berra swings and it's a high pop to short. Don Budden awaiting it, and squeezes it. 2 down in the 7th. And here's Skowron, who's had 3 for 3. Single to center and 2 homers. His last 2 times up. Dave Hellman comes in with the pitch that the Moose takes over. Strike 1. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. High and inside. Ball 1. 1-1. Hillman delivers to the Moose, who takes the pitch into the dirt outside. Ball 2, 2-1. Mike Cornelius limbering up in the Red Sox bullpen. Next pitch to Skowron is outside. Ball 3, 3-1. And the next pitch is outside for ball 4, and Moose walks. That's the first pass the Yankees have achieved today. Now John Blanchard popped to short, grounded to second, and struck out. Dave Hillman to the stretch. The pitch to Blanchard is low and inside. Ball 1. The Indians scored in the 9th inning to beat the Twins 4-3. A late finish gave them 2 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th, and 1 in the 9th. They beat Pasquale 4-3. First game. Funk's the winner in relief of Hawkins. The next pitch is over for a strike. 1-1. Now the pitch. Low. Ball 2, 2-1. Hillman all set. And the pitch to Blanchard. Swung on and fouled back. Strike 2, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Moose leads off first. Hillman delivers to Blanchard, who swings and lines it foul down the right field line, out of play. New York 8, Boston 3. It's the 7th inning. Chicago Cubs defeated the Pittsburgh Pirates 5-3 in the first game of the doubleheader. Ellsworth beating Mizell. And the Braves beat the Phils 3-1. Buell beat Perez. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Guerin on first. Relief pitcher Dave Hillman gets the sign from Pagliarone. At right-hand end of the stretch, Guerin leads away from first. And the pitch to Blanchard is high for ball 3. 3-2. Full count. Moose ready to go. Stretch. There goes Moose. The pitch swung on line. Foul down the right field line. Guerin heads back to first base. Once again, we're ready. The stretch. There goes Moose, and the pitch is swung on, hits to the box on a hop. Hillman trots over and tosses it lightly over to Wirtz to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on. And at the end of 6.5 innings, the score, New York 8, Boston 3. Ralph Houck is bringing in Jim Coates as we go to the last of the 7th. Bill Stafford worked 4 innings in which he retired every man he faced. That is the longest he has been able to go so far this season. And in view of his late reporting in spring training and the development of a sore arm shortly after the start of the season, you might find the reason for bringing Coates in at this point. Ralph didn't want to run the risk of another sore arm. Ralph Terry started and was lifted in the 3rd inning after having given up 5 hits. A walk, a double, a walk, and a double. Drove in 2 runs, and Stafford came in. Runners on 2nd, 3rd, nobody out. First man up hit a sacrifice fly to get the 3rd run home. Charged to Terry, and Bill did a tremendous job in relief, a perfect job. And now Jim Coates comes along, and Don Budden, the first man he'll face in the 7th inning, pops to second and grounded to short. Coates' delivery in there, strike 1, nothing in 1. Pete Reynolds is out on deck to hit for Hillman. Coates delivers high, ball 1, 1-1. Jim Coates making his 14th appearance, his 13th relief job, has worked 33.5 innings, allowed 21 hits. Earned run average of 2.72, a 1-loss record of 5-2. Given up 10 earned runs. The 1-1 pitch to Budden. Swung on, there's a fly ball into short left. Kubek out, Yogi in, and Kubek makes the catch. 1 away. Pete Reynolds coming up to hit for Dave Hillman. Batting .300. The pitch is low and inside for a ball. One ball. No strikes. Coates delivers. Fastball in there. Strike 1. We've just gotten information over the intercommunication system from the press box that Stafford's arm did begin to tighten previous inning, but he wants one more. Now the delivery is high. And our speculation proved to be a fact. A 2-1 count on Pete Ranul, American League batting champion last year. And the pitch is in there, strike 2, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Right-hander into the windup, and the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Strike 3. 2 away. Now Chuck Schilling grounded to second, drew a walk, and flied to right center. Yankees 8, Red Sox 3. It's the last of the 7th. Coach pitches high, ball 1. The right-hander's delivery. Inside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Gary Geiger on deck. Jim into the windup, and the next pitch is a little low. Ball 3. 3-0. Jim aims this one, and it's high, ball 4. He couldn't locate the plate for Schilling. So with 2 down, Schilling draws a walk. First Red Sox base runner. Jensen doubled in the 3rd inning. Gary Geiger pops to 3rd, drops a double along the left field line, and pops to 3rd. A left-hand batter hitting the opposite field. I don't know whether he'll pull this time or not. The pitch swung on and popped up in the air over near the stands. It may, see. Blanchard got a play on it. He has, and one-hands it. That ball sailed back, and he one-handed it. Boyer was right behind him, though. Sides retired as Geiger fouls out to Blanchard. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. At the conclusion of 7 innings, the Yankees, 8 runs, 12 hits, no errors, 5 left on. Boston, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 5 men left on base. We don't have their time. Mike Cornelis comes in to work for the Red Sox as we go to the 8th inning. Bobby Richardson up. Swings at the first pitch and grounds it to short. Button to his left up with it, throws on to first, 1 away. Bobby, who had flied to right center, lined to center and singled to short on a slow roller. Actually singled through the middle, a slow hit ball. Button made a fine play, but Bobby beat it. Bobby grounds out to short to open the 8th, and here is Jim Coates. Cornelis, in his 14th appearance, has a record of 1-2. Second time out against New York. Dittmar loosening up in the New York bullpen. Cornelis' pitch swung on and missed. Strike 1. Coates swinging for the wall. Now the delivery. Punted, foul, coming back into the stand. Jim punted out of the ball and came spinning back. We had a lot of fun after the ball game last night. For a while, a great many of the people who were here for the celebration of the President's 44th birthday came from Hartford and other points in Connecticut, including the National Democratic Committeeman, Bailey. Coach takes low outside for a ball, and many of the state officials, the governor, led by the governor, and they just wanted to talk baseball. A good mixture of Red Sox and Yankee fans. They pitched to Coates. Strike three called. Cleet Boyer coming up. Single to left, grounded to short, single to left, and single to short. 3 for 4. 8-3 New York, 8th inning. Fornellis delivers over the outside corner for a strike. The Red Sox have gotten some pretty good pitching. Over this season. Next pitch is low outside for a ball. They had a team pitching staff earned run average of 3.61 for the start of today's game. Fornellis, the 2 away, delivers, and Maris takes it low outside. Ball 1. 8-3 New York, 8th inning. Runners lead away from first and second. Here's the pitch. Inside. Ball 2, 2-1. Two out. Mike's pitch on the way is inside. Ball 3, 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike. Boyer on second. Kubek on first. 2 outs. And the pitch. Swung on. There's a drive. Hits the deep right field. That ball is going. It is gone. Maris hitting his second homer of the day. The Yankees' 6th homer. Now the ball game, 2 short of the record of 8 in 1 game. Maris teeing off way back, getting his 11th homer. 4 runs batted in the game, 27 the season. 1 homer and 1 3 RBIs behind Mantle, hit a 3-run homer in the first inning. Struck out, grounded to third, fly to center. 11-3 New York. They've had 6 home runs. The pitch to Mantle. Swung on and fouled off upstairs. Strike 1. The third 3-run inning. 11-3 New York. Skowron hit 2, Maris 2. Mick takes the strike. Right in there. Mantle, Berra. And the 2-strike pitch. Swung on. There's the drive to deep right center field, and that ball is going into the bleachers for Mickey Mantle for his second homer of the game. 4 runs batted in. And it is 7 home runs for the Yankees and 1 short of the record of 8. And the second back-to-back deal for the Yankees in the game. Mantle's 13th and 31 runs batted in. And his long drive of about 425 feet into the bleachers. 12-3 New York. Now Yogi's at 1 for 4. The pitch to Berra is high, ball 1. Takes the pitch, it's high. It's a 1-1 count. He swings and lines it into right field for a base hit. Berra singles to right. So with 2 outs in this inning, there have been 5 consecutive hits. And up comes the Moose, who has singled to center, hit 2 homers and walked. 12-3 New York. Regulus ready, delivers, and Skowron's lookout. That one almost hit him up on the shoulder. 1 ball, no strikes. Stay loose, Moose. And the pitch. Swung on, foul back upstairs. Oddly enough, only one homer has been hit into the friendly left field screen. One of Moose's. Moose's second one was hit over the Red Sox bullpen, just about the spot where Mantle hit his in right center. All the others have been to the deep part. Change up, curve over. 1-2. The Yankees have enjoyed their finest hour in a long while. Here's the pitch to Skowron. Swung on, a ground ball hit out to short. Up with it is Budden. Flips over to Schilling for the 4th out and second on Farrell. For New York, 4 runs. 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left on to end of 7.5 innings. New York 12, Boston 3. They've been hitting for the distance. You can go all the way with Ballantine beer because it's a truly great beer. You sip it, swallow it, and it tastes crisp and clear and golden. This better taste comes from better ingredients, brewed with a skill that has matured and developed for well over a century. This important combination of better ingredients and brewing skill results in the most refreshing, most deeply satisfying glass of beer you've ever enjoyed. Get next to a golden glass of the crisp refresher soon and discover why people who know quality when they taste it enjoy over 5 million glasses of Ballantine beer every day. In the last half of the 8th inning, Vic Wirtz.
WOKO Albany.
Second, Malzone to follow. Wirtz double to left center, walked, and grounded to short. We pause for station identification.
1460 on the dial. This is WOKO Albany, New York. Good sound broadcasting for 1961. Holiday drivers, strict obedience of rules and regulations may avoid arrest or accident tragedy. Drive carefully.
Vic Wirtz up. Jim Coates to the windup and the pitch. Vic takes high. Ball 1. 12-3 New York. The Yankees' second highest offensive output of the year. The next pitch swung on, popped high into the air along third baseline. Boyer makes the catch. Wirtz pops to Boyer. 1 away. Now Jackie Jensen took a third strike, double to left, and grounded to second. Red Sox got 3 runs in the third inning off Ralph Terry. Jensen doubling with the bases loaded off the left field wall. Jim Coates fires away. Look out, Jackie. It hit him on the hand. And he's on. He trots on down to first base. Jensen hit by a pitch ball. And up comes Frank Malzone. Grounded to short, hit a sacrifice fly to right, and grounded to second. Coach ready. And the pitch. High, ball 1. Danny McDevitt in the Yankee bullpen, loosening up along with Art Ditmar. Coach's pitch swung on line down the left field line into the corner. Yogi bring it into the corner. Jensen around second, heads for third. The throw goes quickly into second, and Malzone back to first with a single to left. With 1 out in the 8th, hit batsman in the single. Sets it up for Jim Pagliarone. Single to left, grounded to short, and popped to second. 12-3, New York, 8th inning. Cagliarone's just outside. Ball one. Next delivery, swung on and missed. Strike one. 1-1. Pitch, swung on, grounded to short. Kubek over to Richardson for one, back on the scout, and a double play. Boy, that Kubek went way over his right in behind Poirier to grab that ball and start the swing killing. No runs, one hit. No errors, and one left on. End of 8 innings of play. Yankees 12 runs, 17 hits, and no errors. Boston 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. Yankees are stranded 6, and the Red Sox 6. Game highlighted by 7 New York home runs, one short of the Major League record for one game by one team. Elsewhere, as we look at the Valentine scoreboard in the American League, Washington beat Los Angeles 5-1. Hobaugh the winner, Garver the loser, Averill homered. First game of a doubleheader, Cleveland beat Minnesota 4-3. Funk the winner in relief of Hawkins, Pasquale the loser. The second game will be Ramos and Grant. Baltimore 4, Chicago 0, end of 7 innings. Barber against Shaw with Kemmer relieving in the 7th. Gentile homered in the 7th, went on. First game at Detroit, Kansas City 3, Tigers 1. At the end of 7.5 innings, Archer against Mossy with Fisher in relief in the 8th. National League, a morning game, Cincinnati 7, San Francisco 2, end of 8.5. Maloney, Brosnan, Henry for the Reds. Jones, Fisher, Duffalo, Bolin for the Giants. Home runs, Pinson, Maloney, 1 on, and Freeze. For the Giants, Alou, Landreth, Hiller, and Mays, the last 2 in the 9th, to make it at least 7-4 as they bat. Right now, in the first of the 9th, at Fenway, John Blanchard up, takes low and inside. St. Louis, Los Angeles play tonight. Milwaukee beat Philadelphia 3-1. Buell beat Peresi. Thomas homering in the 7th in the first game. Blanchard takes low for a ball. Willie and Mahaffey in the second game. Chicago beat Pittsburgh 5-3. Ellsworth beats Mizell. Rogers and Kinsel homering. Second game 2-0 Cubs at the end of the first inning. Cardwell and Friends. Mike Cornelius pitches, and it is in there for a strike. The Indianapolis Speedway Memorial Day race was won by A.J. Foyt of Houston, Texas. Eddie Sachs second, Roger Ward third. Cornelius flips, and Blanchard hits a fly ball into the straightaway center. Gary Geiger under it, takes it for the out. John popped to short, grounded to second, struck out, hits the box before just flying to center. And he is the only regular other than the pitchers that failed to hit. Boyers had 4 out of 5. Kubek 2 out of 5. Maris 3 out of 5, including 2 homers. Mantle 2 out of 5, including 2 homers. Pitch to Bobby Richardson in for a strike. Maris driving in 4 and Mantle 4. Barras had 2 for 5, including a homer. Skowron 3 for 4, including 2 homers. The pitch is in there for a strike. And Richardson, who is up, has had 1 for 4. Fly to right center, line to center, singled, and grounded to short. Mike Cornelius delivers, and Bobby lifts a high pop foul off first. Vic Wirtz moves under it and takes it. 2 away. And here's Jim Coates. So Jim might keep it alive, but from the standpoint of tying the record for most homers in the game by one team, which is 8, the Yankees are 1 short. They've had 7, the record's 8. Cornelius pitches high and inside to Jim Coates. Out. Next pitch hits Coates in the back. Jim goes by him and says something to him. And now Bob Stewart goes out and says something to Cornelius. And And Stewart is calling Higgins out. I think Bob is saying that he deliberately threw it, Coach. Bagliarone is saying something, and now Higgins is coming over. Jim nixed Jensen. And now Higgins is arguing with Stewart. Stewart went out, I think, to warn Cornelius. Charlie Berry comes over to get into the discussion. Jim Coates is aboard, hit by a pitched ball. Mike Cornelius is working to Boyer. He's had 4 for 5. He swings and fouls it back, strike one. Pitch. Low outside for a ball. Next pitch to Boyer is outside and low. The most home runs by a team in the game, 8. The Yankees in 1939, the Braves in 1953, and the Reds in 1956. The Yankees have hit 7 in this one. One other thing I may want to bring up here in a moment. Here's the pitch, and it's over the outside corner for a strike. 2-2. Clete Boyer, who's had 4 out of 5, raised his average 24 points to 267. At that, with Coates on first in the 9th inning, 12-3, New York. Mike Cornelius delivers. Pitch is swung on. It's a high fly ball into right field. Jackie Jensen is under it, makes the catch, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on. At the end of 8.5 innings, the score, the Yankees 12 and the Red Sox 3. You ever see a ball game like this one? You see different kinds, but it's had 2 ingredients: the long ball and some exciting plays. Makes a good ball game. The 2 very important things that go into a truly fine beer: the first is lightness, the second flavor. To really refresh, a beer must have lightness plus lager beer flavor. That's where Ballantine beer comes in. Ballantine combines the best of both to deliver the taste you've been searching for in beer. A taste that's sunny, mellow, and just as crisp and refreshing as all outdoors. So if lightness alone won't do for you, if you want a beer with flavor too, then make the good old 3-ring sign and ask the man for Ballantine. People know quality when they taste it, and that's the reason why over 5 million glasses of the crisp refresher are enjoyed every day. So try it, friends, and enjoy it. Ballantine beer, the crisp refresher. To bring up is the Yankees tied a record of having as many as 3 players hit 2 home runs in one game. Mantle and Maris and Scarron have done it today to tie a record. As we go to the last half of the 9th inning, Carroll Hardy up, and Coates' pitch is swung on in line foul. Left field stand, strike one. Pittsburgh had Kiner, Greenberg, and Cox do it in 1947. The Red Sox had Dorr, Dropo, and Williams do it in 1950. The Giants had Mays, Spencer, and Westrom in 1956. The Reds had Thurman, Robinson, and Kluszewski in 1956. And the Yankees today have had Maris, Mantle, and Skowron. So it hasn't been done very often. They pitched to Hardy, just outside for a ball, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Coates pitches. Swung on, lined out into right field for a base hit. Maris takes it on a hop. They throw into second as Hardy really traveled around first and hits the dirt going back in. Single to right. Now Don Button. Swings and misses. Strike 1. So this was the second time that it's been done in the American League. One team having 3 players hit as many as 2 homers. It's done in the National League 3 times. Here's the pitch, and it's low outside for a ball. One ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. It's over the outside corner for a strike. Jack Reed has gone into center field, by the way, in place of Mantle. Coates delivers, and it is over that outside corner. All strike 3. Button took a good look, but it was over there. And we'll have Russ Nixon coming up to bat for Mike Cornelius. Nixon batting for Cornelius. Left-hand batter. And the pitch. High, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the delivery. It's outside. Ball 2. 12-3 New York, last of the 9th. Here's the delivery. High for ball 3. 3-0 count. We have a night game tomorrow. We'll be on the air at 8:55. I'm sorry, 7:55. Game's at 8 o'clock. Now the pitch is in there for a strike. 3-1. Count. And the pitch. Swung on, line out into right center field, and it's going to be in there for extra bases. There goes Hardy on his way to third, and into second goes Nixon with a double. Double right center for Russ Nixon. Up comes Chuck Schilling. Grounded to second, walked, fly to right center, and walked. One out in the ninth inning. 12-3, New York. Gary Geiger on deck. And the pitch. Inside, ball one. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch. It's in there. Strike one. 1-1. Runners lead away from second and third. The pitch swung on, foul back out of play. Strike two. 1-2. One ball, two strikes. Runners lead away from second and third. Coates delivers, and Schilling takes it outside. Ball 2-2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now the delivery. Swung on and fouled back out of play. Count remains 2-2. A 2-2 count. Leads off third. Nixon off second. Now the windup and the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike three. There are 2 away. And up comes Gary Geiger. Pops to third, double to left, pops to third, foul to the catcher. Delivers to Geiger. High, ball one. Runners leading away from second and third, ninth inning. Jim Coates delivers, and Geiger takes it low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. The next pitch. Hits outside, ball 3. Vic Wirtz is on deck. Jackie Jensen to follow. And the 3-0 pitch. It's over, strike one, 3-1. Here's the delivery. Swung on to high pop. In the very short right. Richardson backing up, still going back, and makes the catch, and the ball game is over. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on, and the Yankees win the second game of the series, 12-3, with a home run class booted 7, 1 short of the record for most homers in a game by one team, and tied a record for most men to hit as many as 2 homers in a game, with Mantle, Maris, and Scarron each hitting 2. So as we check the totals, check your Ballantine beer, fill up the glass, and have a ball. The totals, the Yankees 12 runs, 17 hits, and no errors. 7 men left on. The Red Sox, 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors, and 8 men left on base. Bill Stafford is the winning pitcher. Ralph Terry started, was lifted in the 3rd inning. Bill Stafford came on, pitched 4 perfect innings, and Jim Coates worked the last 2, gave up 3 hits and no runs. The losing pitcher is Gene Conley, who was lifted in the 6th inning, was charged with 6 runs. Dave Hillman relieved him, and then Mike Cornelis came on after Reynolds had hit for Hillman in the last of the 7th, and Cornelis gave up 5 hits and 4 runs in the 8th inning. Boyer had 4 for 6, all singles. Kubek had 2 for 5, 1 run batted in. Maris had 3 for 5, single and 2 homers, 4 runs batted in. Mano had 2 for 5, 2 homers and 4 runs batted in. Berra had 2 for 5, a homer and a single, 1 run batted in. Scarron